Here we go.
You're watching Anime Sundays.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Anime Sundays, show where we talk about anime, yes, on Sundays. And I am your host, Jared Ross. And today we are going to be diving into a topic that my boy Shonen Showdown recently covered in the last couple of his debates. A few episodes of his ago, he had a debate about who was the greatest duo between Goku and Vegeta and Naruto and Sasuke. Now, y'all know Shonen Showdown's my boy. I mean, he was talking to me about this debate before. Really wish I could have been on it. But I thought it was only appropriate that I go ahead and recognize a couple of some other great duos that he might not have mentioned. This week, we will be discussing which two anime characters make up the greatest duo in their respective animes between Gon Freaksis and Killua Zoldyck, and Monkey D. Luffy and Roanoa Zoro. Now, all of you know that I am a big One Piece fan, and most of you would probably think I would choose Luffy and Zoro as the greatest duo. There isn't too many enemies that the two of them face together have not been able to defeat. But we do need to recognize how great of a duo Gon and Killua are. So, for me, I am actually going to go with Gon and Killua as the greater duo over Luffy and Zoro. Now, the reason I put them as the greater duo over Luffy and Zoro is because when I look at a duo tag team, I look at a couple things in their teamwork that really puts them above everyone else. One, how many enemies have they actually defeated together? As you all know, Zoro and Luffy are pretty good when it comes to handling the number 1 and number 2 spots of the enemy villains that they're fighting, but how many villains have they actually teamed up on and actually had to use teamwork to fight? Number 2, how well do they get along? Now, a lot of anime duos, some of them are good rivals, some of them, even though their teamwork is great, they don't really like each other. I feel like to be a great duo, you also need to have a lot of emotional compatibility. And I feel like both parties have that, but I do feel like Gon and Killua are a little closer to each other than Zoro and Luffy. Now, don't get me wrong, of course I think Luffy and Zoro are, tight. No one is really tighter in their squad of people than Luffy is with his crewmates, to me, in general. But Gon and Killua, to me, kind of make up one entity. And that's kind of getting into my third point. How well do they work as a unit? How well do they work as like one force? So with these stats kind of in order, I really do feel like Gon and Killua are the better duo. Most of the enemies they fight are together. When it came to the Phantom Troop or Chimera Ant arc, Gon and Killua are usually side by side, always fighting a very tough enemy or a very tough villain that would be whooping their ass if they weren't working together. Even in the Hunter x Hunter movie, they're fighting a bunch of these enemies and they're double teaming everybody. It's almost like they already know that if they're not working together, they're not going to get the same result as if they're working separately. Also, I feel that Gon and Killua are the most emotionally attached duo. Killua's over here threatening people's lives for Gon. Gon's over here threatening Killua's brother. They really look out for each other, and they really are like two peas of a pod. There's a lot of anime duos out here, even Naruto and Sasuke, but I really feel like Gon and Killua in their animes really have that duo shit on lock. Now, let's get into Luffy and Zoro. Luffy and Zoro, don't get me wrong, they are pretty much one of my favorite duos in general. I really enjoy the fact that Luffy can rely on Zoro a lot to handle a lot of the things that he can't, especially when it comes to intelligence or battles where he knows Luffy shouldn't be wasting his time. Zoro is that right-hand man that he can rely on. But it's almost like captain-subordinate type of situation instead of a partner-partner type of situation. Luffy's relying on his crewmen, and in exchange, they are relying on his captain to get what needs to be done. But I don't feel like they're actually a very superb duo because for the most part, they have defeated every enemy on their own. Now in the anime, yes, that's kind of what you want, but in terms of that duo relationship, I wouldn't say that they have a stronger teamwork, camaraderie in battle than Gon and Killua. So yeah, that's it for me right now, guys. Had to respond to my boy Showdown Showdown's topic. It was a very good topic. You heard from me. I have Gon and Killua as the better duo in their anime over Luffy and Zoro. And yes, you all know I'm a big One Piece fan, of course. But I do feel like they are more intertwined with each other when it comes to battle. Alright, I gotta go pay rent. Next convention I'll be at is KatsuCon. Very excited to see all the DC folk out there. Make sure y'all stay tuned for that footage. Got some Anime LA footage on the way, as long with an interview from Vader shoot. Appreciate y'all watching. Hope to see y'all next week.